What is going on YouTube, and welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to take you through a full day of training as I prepare for my first Deka fit. So it is currently March 26th at 6 o'clock in the morning. I got a little late start today because it is spring break. So I was able to sleep in a little bit, but I'm about 3 days post Deka Mile, Deka Strong event. That was the last video I did, so if you haven't watched that video, go back, watch that video. And I'm about 4 weeks out from my first Deka fit. And I weighed in this morning at 206.5, so I'm still sitting way above the weight that I'd like to be. When it comes to the actual race, the event day, I would like to be weighing in at about 194. That would be like ideal. Now 206 is probably, I'm probably closer to about 203. I had a cheat day on Sunday, then ate way too much. So a lot of that weight's probably water weight. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to take you basically through a full day of training. Now obviously I'm not working right now because I'm on spring break. But this is what my day's going to be probably looking like for the next 4 weeks. I got a lot to do. I got to lock it in for sure because like I said, the weight is the main thing I got to get down. And then I got to increase my cardio. I was not happy with how winded I got at this last one, and again, I don't know if that's because I was sitting heavier than what I would like to be. Obviously, if I lose roughly about 10 to 12 pounds, I'm going to feel a little bit better when I'm running. Second reason why I want to lose the weight is I was just not happy with how I looked at all. So I got a lot to do in the next 4 weeks. The big thing I'm going to be struggling with is obviously the nutrition, which everybody struggles with that. That's the hardest part. The working out's fine, it's the nutrition. So my plan for the next 4 weeks, obviously I got Easter on Sunday, which I'm supposed to go to my parents' house for that. There's going to be probably a lot of good food there. I'm really not going to actually, the goal is to not cheat, to not eat anything, unless they have something that falls into my macros. But like, I know they're going to have cake, I know they're going to have dessert, pretty much not be able to eat any of that. I can't take out Sunday morning donuts with my daughter because that would crush my little girl's heart, and she looks forward to donuts with her daddy on Sunday. So instead of getting like 6 donuts, which I usually do that, I know, I'm telling you guys I love donuts, so I usually go and get my 6 donuts. So I think what I'm going to do is just go and get like 3 donuts. Now obviously Adeline eats half of those, or half of one of those, so she eats half a donut. So if I get 6 donuts, I'm realistically eating 5.5 donuts on Sunday morning, and that's where I'm gonna have to dial that back. So if I get 3 donuts, then technically I'm only eating 2.5, and then we'll see how my body responds to that. If it's still not responding that well, then it might just be a donut for me, half a donut for Adeline, or a donut and a half for me, and half a donut for Adeline. Things you gotta sacrifice to look the way you wanna look, feel the way you wanna look, and perform the way you wanna perform. So, that's where my mind's at. So my cardio plan, obviously I'm doing my cardio right now. My cardio plan for the next 4 weeks is I'm gonna start, when I got my leanest, my daily step count was at its highest, and my cardio was at its highest, like running, because I was preparing for, I think a Spartan Super, or Spartan Beast, one of them. So my weekly miles was very high, and then my weekly step count was very high. So I'm going to increase both of those over the next 4 weeks, hoping to get the same result I got prior. So right now I'm going to do probably about 30 minutes. I'm walking at a 6 incline at a 2.5 speed. This is really just to warm up, get my legs warm, and then I'm gonna jump into, I'm gonna do 30 minutes of zone 2 training. So today's Tuesday, so the way it's gonna work, my training split, what I'm looking at, I'll start with Sunday. So Sunday is gonna be 30 to 45 minute zone 2 easy run. Monday, I'm taking completely off. I'm still gonna try to get my step goal, so it'll just be a lot of walking around. The good thing is the weather is supposed to be getting nicer, so like when I get home from work, I'll be able to go outside, play with my daughter. She actually just learned how to ride a bike, so maybe just walk around the neighborhood while she's riding her bike. So Monday's completely off. Tuesdays, I'm gonna do what I'm doing right now. So it'll be 30 minutes of incline walking, low impact steady state cardio, just to really burn fat. This is like for the looking part. Once I'm done with this, I'm gonna jump into 30 minutes of zone 2 training. And then on Wednesdays, I'm gonna do basically an hour of, I'm gonna try and keep it zone 2, but it's all gonna be geared towards the Deka Fit cardio. So I'll probably do a video of what that looks like, but it's gonna be basically, like I said, 45 minutes to 60 minutes of some rowing, some biking, and obviously some running. And then Thursday, I'm gonna do 30 minutes of incline walking, what I'm doing right now, and then I'm gonna do 30 to 45 minutes of speed work. So obviously it's gonna be like tempo runs, stuff like that. Friday, I'm gonna be completely off, take a rest day, because obviously that will be the day before my actual race when it comes around. And then Saturday, I'm gonna do my long runs. So probably 60 to maybe even an hour and 30 of zone 2. So I should be able to get in probably 6 to 8 miles, something like that. So that's the plan. That's the cardio portion. I'll tell you guys about the strength portion later in the day when I come back from my second workout, and then I'll break down my weekly split for that. So I'm about 8 minutes in. I'm gonna read, and then I'll jump into the actual zone 2 cardio. But that is boring, so you guys don't have to stick around for that. So I will catch up with you guys once I'm done with this. So 30 minutes is done, and let me tell you, after that one, I have a lot of work to do. So I'll read back my stats. Actually got a bloody nose mid run. I don't know if that's a good sign. My brain is bleeding. Right. So as soon as I finished my actual walking, I actually had to do like loosen up my hips and everything because my lower back is still pretty sore from the Deka Strong and Deka Mile this past weekend. So I had to loosen that up because that did not feel good the first mile. But so I did 30 minutes. I only ran 2.86 miles. I burnt 360 calories. My average heart rate was 136. So I was actually lower than zone 2. Zone 2 for me would be like 147. So I'll have to pick up the pace. Like I said, my lower back was kind of a little tweaked, but like I said, I'm not happy with my pace of that. I'm not happy with how I felt body-wise. And then even breathing-wise, like I kind of felt fatigued. Now I might feel fatigued obviously from my 2 races this week, but I don't accept that. As for the amount of calories I burnt when I was walking was 173. So according to this, obviously it's not super accurate, but I'm probably over about 500 calories burnt for the day already. And like I said, I gotta work out later. So 7:15, I'm gonna go inside, eat, and then see if Cassie and Adeline are awake. Let's go see what's going on. All right, so breakfast is served. Cassie and Adeline are still sleeping, so I gotta be quiet. Cup of egg whites, 1 whole bagel, a little bit of peanut butter, and then some sugar-free syrup to top it off. And then while I was making this, I realized my lower back is killing me. Super tight, so as soon as I'm done with this, I'm gonna hopefully stretch and start feeling better. Because Cassie and I are supposed to go to the zoo tomorrow. It'll be Adeline's first zoo trip, which means I'm gonna be walking around and standing all day. So I gotta get my back right, because that's gonna be a painful trip if I don't. But anyways, I'm gonna enjoy this breakfast. So you know what the best part of being on spring break is that I get to partake in all of Adeline and Cassie's like daily routines. So like right now, we are going to watch her tumbling class. because her tumbling class is always, whoa, that's crooked. What the? So her tumbling class is every Tuesday at 10. And obviously when I'm at work, that is when school is in place. So plan, go watch my daughter absolutely beast it at tumbling. And then after tumbling, I just ate my second meal. So my second meal was just 40 grams of oatmeal, a scoop of protein. Oh, that's a nice truck. Some little bit of sugar-free syrup and a banana. So I got some more carbs. So I'm curious. I want to see how my body responds for training with some extra carbs in me. Because if I'm at work, for the past couple weeks, I've been doing my lifting, my strength sessions in the morning and then my cardio sessions in the afternoon. And I think I'm going to switch that for these upcoming weeks. So we'll see. I'll have basically 2 meals in me. When I get back to work, though, I'll technically have three meals. So when my training comes around, I should actually have a good amount of carbs in the system. So like I said, I ate my second meal at 9:30. I figure by the time I get home at about 11, I'll drink my pre-workout, warm up, and I should be back in my garage gym at about 11:30, and then wrap up my workout at 12:30, right before Cassie goes and gets her nails done, and then I am on daddy duty with my daughter. But that's actually right around her nap time. So you guys are kind of seeing like a full day of a full day in the day of a life, whatever you want to call it, of what it looks like on my off days. Because I usually do full day of when I'm at work. But I'm excited to obviously see my daughter in her tumbling class. She's getting so big, she's growing up. And I'm trying to instill like hard work. So I'm praising her for hard work. I don't really praise her for a job well done. I don't want her to associate the only way she gets praise is when she does something good, because there's research basically on that it creates a fixed mindset of when they don't want to try new things because they're afraid if they fail they won't get praise. So I'm learning how to praise her just for, like I said, working hard, trying something new, doing something she's afraid of. Like, I'm praising her for that stuff. If she does really good at something, obviously, you praise her for that. But I don't want her to associate the only way she gets praise is when she succeeds at something, because then that will create that fixed mindset of she doesn't want to try new stuff because she's afraid she might fail. And I suffered from that for many, many years. I still do, actually, low-key. But for the longest time, I would say, if someone asked me, like, hey, what's your biggest fear? I would always say, I'm afraid of failing. And that is the worst I can't even talk right now. The worst fear you could have, because that mindset is what's called the fixed mindset. And then you only want to do things when you know you are going to succeed. And chances are, unless you're a GOAT at everything in life, you're not going to be good at stuff all the time, and you're not going to succeed at stuff all the time. So it can prevent you from, honestly, I would say, obviously attempting a lot of things, but it prevents you from enjoying life, just because you're literally like always thinking of, if I fail, who's watching? I'm going to run this red light. It is what it is. So yeah, just some fatherly advice. I actually think I'm going to try and record another DBA like podcast when I get home too, after I work out. If little Adeline has taken her nap, I may do that. Anyways, let's go watch Addie James tumble. I am back from Adeline's tumbling class. She did absolutely amazing today. That little girl's getting super strong. It is currently 11:30, so I just finished sipping on my pre-workout, and now it is time to train. So for my pre-workout today, I did 1 scoop of Megawatt. Where is it? Right there. Don't look at me. There we go. 1 scoop of Megawatt. Sweet peach. So Megawatt is going to be caffeine and focus. I think it's 150 milligrams of caffeine.
I do 1 scoop, and then obviously that's for the focus, and then I do a scoop of Intra-Formance. Intra-Formance is also peach ring. That's going to be beta-alanine and creatine. And then for my carb source, I've been going with Ultra-Formance orange flavored. Right there. So that is going to be carbs and some electrolytes, because these sessions that I've been doing, I've been sweating like a crazy person. So I'm gonna get my laptop, because that's where I track all my progress. And then today is a chest focused workout. So it's gonna be predominantly focusing on my chest, trying to increase strength at the same time build a beast of a chest, because I'm not too happy with how my chest looks. It is like my weakest body part, unfortunately. But there will be some triceps at the end, some core work, and then also some conditioning, because that is what the next 4 weeks are going to be focused on, is building my engine for the Deka Fit, because my engine was tested this past weekend and I'm not happy with how my engine's running. So time to service the engine and build it up. So let's figure out what we're doing for this workout. First up on today's workout, obviously if you watched my last video, which was focused on my shoulders, there's always a conditioning piece now to get the central nervous system fired up, to get me fired up, and to get a sweat going. So that is what is gonna start off with. Oh, and look at that. I got burpees and double unders. So for this obviously program that I'm focusing on is gonna be geared towards getting me ready for the Deka. So I'm gonna have obviously workouts, and the workouts are gonna be focused basically around movements that are going to be called for in the Deka. So obviously when you do the Deka, you have, one of the stations is burpees. Now burpees you have to do weighted. Since this is just a warm-up, they will not be weighted. It's just going to be body weighted, and obviously right now my body weight is 206, so that's unfortunate. So it's going to be a 10-minute EMOM to get the blood flowing. As soon as I start my watch, so minute 1, it's kind of cold. What is this? What is this? Why is it cold in here? Supposed to be, it says it's 68. I feel like that's a lie. It's okay. I'm gonna get warmed up here real quick. All right. So minute 1, I'm gonna do 10 burpees. What I realized with the burpees is I'm trying to be more explosive, right? Like this program that I'm working on is basically gonna be geared towards being more explosive, quicker, more athletic, more beastly, much more of a Spartan. I just want to look and feel like an action figure. And I know you guys hear me saying look a lot, but ever since I was little, I've mentioned this on this channel before, I've always wanted to look like a superhero. And I don't think there's anything cocky or conceited about that. Like, you should try to look your best. And at my last event on Sunday, I did not look my best. That was an average performance on my part. So I know some people will be like, oh, you look fine, or oh, I wish I looked like that. And everybody has their own standards. Like, whatever body weight you are, I guarantee if you were like 20 pounds heavier, that would be unacceptable. And that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're 150 pounds, 20 pounds lighter would be unacceptable for you. If you're 300 pounds, probably 50 pounds lighter would be unacceptable for you. So everybody has their own like governor. And when I look at myself in the mirror right now, that is not where I should be. And like I said, some people may be like, oh, I would love to look like that. That's great, but that's not what I want to look like. I know, just like how you probably have a standard, that standard of, oh, how I would love to look like that. I have my own standard of how I would love to look like that. Like, there's people that I follow on social media, I'm like, I want to look like that guy. Or there's action figures that I literally have, and I'm like, man, I want to look like that guy. It was actually, side note, getting kind of distracted. Pre-workout's kicking in. I had one of my buddies, my best friend growing up, who lived across the street from me. We used to always play action figures. Like any type of Marvel, we had action figures. Now, we didn't refer to them as action figures. We actually referred to them as guys. We would always say, we're gonna go play with our guys. And I had a Captain America action figure that I still have to this day. that Adeline plays with. And my buddy actually sent me a picture of that Captain America. And he said, which I think I've mentioned this on this channel before, he said, I remember when we were little and you said you wanted to look exactly like this guy. Like you said you wanted to have his shoulders, his six pack, his arms, all that stuff. I literally said that when I was probably like, I don't know, 8 years old. And he said, you look like this guy, which I appreciate that. I don't look like that action figure. I'm hoping to look like that action figure one day. Maybe by the end of this workout or by the end of this training session. Maybe when I come into High Rocks, I'll come walking through the door and I'll look like Captain America. That would be clutch. Because again, this is all geared towards getting ready for Deka Fit in 4 weeks. Get down to like 196, but then 4 weeks from that is gonna be High Rocks where I really, really, really wanna come in, bring in my best package, look good, feel good, perform good. That's what it's about. So minute one, now that we're back on track. Minute one, 10 burpees. I'm gonna try and do them as fast as I can because what I realized is when you do burpees slow and you're not explosive, which I have to retrain my body since I've been doing hypertrophy style training for so long, I'm not as explosive as I was when I played football, but I wanna be explosive. I wanna have those fast twitch fiber muscles. I wanna get those back. So that's why I'm incorporating more stuff that's gonna make me explosive, like a weapon. And then I'll be good. I'm fired up right now. I don't know if you guys can tell this, but about to listen to my Viking music. So minute one, 10 burpees. When minute two comes around, 30 double unders. Next minute, 10 burpees. Next minute, 30 double unders. And I just go back and forth until 10 minutes is up. By then, I should be all warmed up, nice and sweaty, ready to jump into this chest style workout. So let me get my jump rope and my burpees, and let's do this. Conditioning piece is done. It's crazy because when I got to minute 5, I was like, man, I think I should have increased my burpees and I should have increased my double unders because it felt easier than it did last week, which is a good sign. However, at like minute 8, I was feeling it. But I think next week, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to increase by like 2 burpees a week. So I'll do 12 burpees and maybe like 35 double unders and see how I feel. So quick, effective, and now I'm warmed up. So now I'm gonna jump into, I guess you could say, the strength portion. So I'm gonna start with incline barbell bench, because again, I'm trying to focus on my upper chest, because I feel like that's where you look the biggest. Also, that's where I lack the most. So let's see. I got incline bench press. I'm shooting for 3 sets of 8. But I'm gonna take the same concept that I did last week. So if in 3 sets, so say I do 135, 155, 175. If that last set of my 3rd set of 8, I hit 175 and it seems really light, and I'm able to hit 8 reps, I'm gonna go up and try to hit 185. Basically, I'm searching for my failure, the heaviest weight that I could hit 8 times. So I'm gonna do incline bench, I'm gonna do a set of 8, then I'm gonna jump straight into Russian twist for 15 wait 90 seconds, do another set of 8 increased weight on bench or incline bench, and then a set of 15 Russian twists. And I'm just gonna keep going, like I said, until I hit that top set of the heaviest weight that I could hit 8 times. 90-second rest in between. This would be considered, I'd say, the strength portion of the workout. So I totally forgot that I'm supposed to be actually doing dumbbell rows with these. So I'm supposed to go dumbbell rows, a set of 8, into incline bench, set of 8. I also had to lower the weight from my Russian twists just because I'm feeling it in my lower back still. My lower back does not feel good right now. So that's the thing, if you're doing this and you feel like you're gonna tweak yourself or something, check your ego, lower the weight, focus on the form and the technique. Always check your ego. Strength portion done. Now, what do I got? So now I'm gonna do 4 rounds. I'm gonna go cable row for 12 into bench press, and I'm gonna start at 70% of what my top set was. So I just did 35, 55, 170, I think 175 on incline. So I'm gonna take 75% of that, and that will be my bench press, and I'm gonna shoot for 12 reps. If the 12 reps feels easy, on the second round, I'm gonna increase. But it's gonna be another giant set. So I'm going 12 reps on the cable row, 12 reps on flat bench into med ball toss over the shoulder for 10. And then I believe I got a core. Yeah, so then I go into med ball toss, overs, and then I'm gonna do hanging leg twists for a set of 12. So again, 4 rounds. I'm gonna take a 90-second rest after I finished my last exercise. So I'm gonna go cable row, incline bench, over the shoulder medicine ball toss with a 60-pound ball to simulate what I'm gonna do in the Deka. And then I'm gonna do 12 hanging leg crunches, side crunches, 12 each side. And then I'm gonna take a 90-second rest and then go back through. So 4 rounds of this giant set. Four rounds done. That absolutely sucked. Heart rate is through the roof. I feel like I could have went a little bit heavier on the bench press. So I put a note of it and I'll increase next time. Going from the hanging leg raises to the dumbbell or the medicine ball toss, brutal. So now I got 90-second rest. Then I'm gonna jump into 3 rounds. I got dumbbell incline bench for 15 reps into push-ups for 15 reps. We'll see how that goes. And then I got I call them side plank reach throughs, 15 each set. So 3 rounds. So again, it's a giant set, so I'm gonna go one right after the other. And then I only get a 30-second rest in between before I start again. So this is gonna be the bodybuilding, I refer to it as the bodybuilding chest portion of the workout. It's brutal. And the reason why I do 15 reps, again, this is endurance. When it comes to Dekas, you really need to have muscle endurance. I know, it's hard work, mama. I got a workout partner right now, so my motivation's through the roof. Giant set is complete. Now, this is where you have the option of if you feel like you're lacking in your tricep area, then you still got more. If you feel like you ran out of time, you don't really have time for the triceps, then you can be done. But I'm gonna still hit triceps. So I got 4 rounds. Again, I'm going 15, 15, 15. It's gonna be the same style of what I just did, but it's gonna be tricep focus. So choose 3 tricep exercises that you guys wanna do. Do 15 reps on each set. Giant set style, so back to back to back. Rest 30 seconds. You're doing the planks that I was just doing, Mama? Looks good. Yeah. Hard work. You did good. So 4 sets. This is the last portion of the exercise. Again, if you feel like your triceps aren't lacking, then you can be done. Right now I'm sitting at about 60 minutes. So I'm gonna knock out these 4 rounds real quick. 3 tricep exercises, 15 reps each, 30-second rest in between each round. 4 rounds, finish strong. So I was not able to do my last set of the triceps, and the reason why is Adeline is going through this phase where anytime Cassie leaves, she gets really bad separation anxiety and starts crying. Sometimes I think she's faking it, but other times I think she is really crying, so I had to cut my workout short. Come inside, I'm gonna make sure she is okay, and then I will recap kind of what my training looked like and then what my training is going to look like moving forward for the next 4 weeks. So let me go take care of my daughter and then I'll catch up with you guys in a little while. Problem is averted. Adeline is okay, so we're good to go. So little recap of the actual workout. All in all, let me see how long it took me. I think it was over 60 minutes. That is what my workouts look like now. Duration wise, so it was 1 hour and 12 minutes and 47 seconds. I burnt 666 calories. That's not a good number. And my average heart rate was 127. So obviously I had to adjust the camera, and then I didn't get my last giant set in because obviously my daughter was crying. But I'm actually going to pull it up and show you guys, basically break down this is the new program that I'm working on right now. It's only 4 days of strength training, which I really like. It's obviously 4 days of strength training and then 5 days of cardio. 4 of those are strictly running. So you guys got my cardio plan this morning when I broke that down. But let me tell you guys what my split looks like for my strength. So on Sundays, I got legs. So leg day is coming on Sunday. Monday is completely off, like I said. Tuesday I got chest, which I obviously did today. Tomorrow it's not, I don't have any strength training tomorrow. So tomorrow is just going to be a morning session, and that's the sessions that's going to involve a lot of rowing, a lot of running, and then a lot of biking, just to kind of simulate what the deck is going to be like. It would be awesome if I had a skier and an assault bike so that I could throw those into the mix, because obviously those both fall into play. However, I don't, so I'll make it work. Thursday is a back focus day. Well, actually Thursday is a lower body focus day. So the way I broke it up, I basically got 2 lower, 2 upper body. Today would be an upper body day, which focused on chest, triceps, a little bit of back. Thursday is predominantly going to be like focused around the deadlift. And then Friday, I have completely off from both. again, so my off days for this training split are going to be Monday and Friday. Completely off from everything. The only thing I'm going to try to do is obviously get my step count in. And then Saturdays is my shoulder focus workout. So I actually posted that video already. That was the last video I did of my workouts. But that's pretty much it. So like I said, I got 5 days of running, 4 of which are just strictly running to build that, basically build my engine, my cardiovascular system. And then 4 days of strength training that's going to be geared towards the Deka. I'm actually going to take a now photo. I meant to take it prior to working out today. I'll take it probably Thursday. Basically a starting of where I'm at and where obviously in the end of the 8, right before Deka I'll take a picture, and then right before High Rocks I'll take a picture. So I'll kind of have 2 progress pics within the next 8 weeks. And the goal is to really increase my, not only my strength, drop my body fat, drop my body weight, and then increase my cardiovascular system, my cardio capability, my engine per se. Also, Phorm just launched their, I think it's a 300,000 transformation challenge. Let me double check this thing. It's some outrageous number that if you win, you get crazy money. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, so it's our $75,000 8-week spring transformation challenge is live. So 3 people are going to, first place gets 25, no, first lifestyle winner gets 25,000, first 8-week winner gets 25,000, and then there's a team division. So basically all you got to do is download the Phorm app, which I'll put that in the link in my description. So in case you want to, you can do that. All you got to do is select enter challenge, take day 1 photos and submit. That's it. So that's what I'm going to be basically doing. I just got to take my day 1 photos, which I'll get those taken. But honestly, 8 weeks out from now, like I said, I think that's mid-May, so that's right before summer, so it's perfect time to get started. Get in shape. I'm still beat up. My lower back is not feeling too good, and my shoulders are still just, I'm getting old. I'm just getting old, and I'm just out of shape. As for my nutrition plan, I'll do a video separate on what that's going to be looking like for the next 8 weeks. But basically, you got my cardio plan, you got my workout plan, and kind of you saw today what my workouts are going to be structured like. I am enjoying my workouts. They are a lot more exciting, they're a faster pace, and they just kick your butt. You're sweating, you're sore, you're pumped. And I feel like at the end of these workouts, I'm not craving bad food, if that makes sense. Like I felt good when I actually stuck to what that's what I want to talk to you guys. So tomorrow I'm going to the zoo. That's going to be a cheat day, obviously. I'm not going to track calories, I'm not going to count calories, I'm not going to bring my meals, I'm going to enjoy my time with my wife and daughter. So that's the 27th, and we got Easter on the 31st. My goal is to not cheat on the 31st, obviously stick to my diet as best I can, because we are going to my parents' house. The following week there's like a barbecue at my parents' house, which is the 7th. So those 2 days are the only days that I'm afraid that they're going to throw me off. I'm hoping I can stick to it. But basically, I stuck to my diet yesterday, today, tomorrow. Like I said, I'm going to the zoo, and then pretty much for the next 3 weeks, I should be locked in and get to that 196, 194 range before the Deka fit. So that is the plan. Like I said, my next video, I'll probably show you guys what my nutrition looks like. I'll probably do a full day of eating on my nutrition to keep you guys in the loop. If you guys are going to be at the Deka fit, comment below. Let me know you're going to be there. We can link up. I always like meeting you guys. Comment below if you guys are going to be doing that. Comment below if you're going to be doing the High Rocks in Anaheim too, because that is really what this is all geared towards. Is just get me ready for that, because I know that's going to be a beast of its own. So anyways, I'm going to go eat dinner, enjoy my time with my family, and then I will catch up with you guys in the next one. And you guys already know the motto. Stay happy, stay healthy, and above all, don't be average. I will catch you guys in the next one.